certain basic properties, which is the fill. The fill is the inside, the outline is the pen that drew it. It's a good practice that before you start drawing, like this triangle I want to draw, nothing is selected, I'll set the pen I want and choose the color I want before drawing. If I don't do that, it will use the last drawn data to fill this. The outline and the fill has special place in drawing. That's why they have different panels here. This is the panel for the fill. Here you can select several types of colors. Apart from colors, you can select the material you want for the fill. On pen too, if you double click here, you can select the pen color, the width, the angle, how you want the corners of your drawing to look. You can even make an arrow with the header, the type of arrowhead you need, and the type of arrow base you need. If you have a line and you select this and say okay to convert it. But one short place you'll see all these tools is in the dockers, in the properties of an object. So this makes it easy for you to reach out for any property you want. So we go to dockers and we say properties. Okay, so we select the object we are interested in. We can draw a new object and select. The property bar is waiting for us. So anyone we select, we can now work on it. We start with the pen. You can choose the color of your pen. Let's make this blue just for illustration. Then we select here. So we finish with this. Our outline is blue. We'll make it very thin since we are using it for illustration so that you can see. You can see the blue outline. So you've seen that the outline is blue, and we've seen the angle. If you zoom in, we'll see the angle very well. If you select this object, you see all these properties here too, but we've decided to use one here. So these are the things you can set for the pen. If you click pen, these are the things available for the pen. So we go to the fill. Fill is another thing we can change. So if we click fill, we can change the color inside. So all these colors are fill. Apart from these colors, there are other types of fills. So this is a uniform fill. We still have fountain fill. Fountain fill will use colors to fill it. It may be two, minimum of two. It can be more than that. If we choose any of these fountain fills, you will find out that this has used several shades to achieve this. If you want to see the shade it has used, you will see it here. So how to use this? These are the nodes. These are the boundaries. You can drag the boundary to change the boundary. You can click a node and change the color of the node. This node is ash color. Let's change it to a shouting color because of the illustration. You've seen the effect here. Okay. We go to another shade. This is the last shade we have. We select it. If you click here, don't come here to select color. It will think you're doing a solid fill. You must select the color through here. So we make it red. We are using shouting colors so that we can see the shouting effect. So this is the last color here. So on your own, you can form your own fountain fill too, if you know what you're looking for. Let's do that. We'll draw an object. This is solid. We say we want it fountain. This fountain has only two colors. Let's use this technique to add in between color here. So double click to add a node. Double click here to add another node. Change the color of this node to another color. Let's say green. You see the effects in the objects. So we close. Let's change the one before the last. Sorry, we double click it. We click once. This is the color. We'll now change it probably to yellow. We click. This is our last color and it's white. Let's click it once and change it to another color. Let's change it to blue. These are the colors we are using here. blue. Okay, so these are the colors we are using now. So this is how to form your own fountain fill. Okay, the next fill, this a vector fill, uses vector to fill it. This vector has preset size. Based on the size of your work, it may not look the way you want it to look. You see that the offset here is very big, so we come here to choose an offset that will match. Here I will have 1200 pixels. Let's try how to see how 300 will look. If it's okay, we take it. The offset is, it has the width and it has the height. If you want to have uniform transformation, you make sure you lock this aspect ratio. Now that it's locked, if we click here, two of them will be 300. This is the fill we are having now. So you know that you may have to tune your fill to get what you want. Assuming we want this to be 200, which will make it closer, more dense, you do that, and this 200 by 200, and this is what we are getting. So this is how to tune it. You can even tilt it by changing the offset angle, so you have the room to do that. If you do that, you see the effects until you get the perfect picture of what you're looking for. And you see here, you can make the mirror of it. It has room for mirror tiles, so if you have tiles. So these are what you can do with this fill. The bitmap fill, it has the same setting, but it uses bitmap for fill, while this one uses the vector, like the draw. If you view, you see the difference how they appear. If you see this, you know that this is not draw, that is a vector, it's a bitmap fill. And we have options too, and we have settings, so you can choose any bitmap you want. If you've used this before, it will remember your original setting. This is too big for us, the offset is too big, so it's here that we can set it. So, and there are a whole of other things you set: the brightness, the luminance, the color. During your practice, you click any of them and change this and see the effect here. For now, we are interested in these transformations, so let's make this 300, since we've experimented 300 before and the pixel gave us good image. So this is okay. Then let's look at 200. Okay, so these are the patterns you get. Remember that you have several patterns to use, and they are here. So anyone you choose, you can tilt it. If you scroll down, you see more. So you never lack design for your background. So, and this is a hash fill, the same thing, the same setting. Okay, so this is how to handle fill and the fill and the outline. Okay, so if you have your material you want to use for fill, if you can't find what you're looking for, you can click add and put any material you have and save it. In future you can use it. So if you have any graphics you want to use as a fill, or you can draw your graphics you want to use as a fill, you click add and you select the object, click add, and you now save it to use it as a fill. So this is all about fills. To make an arrow, draw a line. The polyline will not accept arrow, so you avoid it when you're making an arrow, or can use any other line. So if we choose this 2-point line, we draw a line. So we come here to draw the one side of the arrow and the other side of the arrow. This is our arrow. You don't need settings. This arrow scales down as you scale your object, and it scales with the points too. Let's make, if you make it 2 points, you see, so it scales with the object. And the same thing, if we stretch this arrow, to change with the objects, so you don't need to bother about scaling it. So this is how to make arrows. Then if you want to see the edge of your objects, you have to zoom in very well before you can see it. You see that this is here now, but it's very minimal silence. This is the, if we did not zoom in, we won't see it. So if we change the angle at this point will be affected. So this is all about the tools of the corners and the arrow.